Again, I'm Mary Ellen Dahlman. I, with Trish Patterson, direct the Adult Learning Consortium, and I welcome you. There are a number of people today in the room that were not with us yesterday, and we thank them for joining us. Particularly, they're here to listen to the presentation from the American Council on Education, which is our main address this morning. How many of you went away from yesterday thinking it was worth your time? Good. Thinking we covered things that we couldn't have sent out in an email? Oh, good. That's what we want to know. And for your information, kind of working backwards, you didn't see an evaluation in your packet. And that is because the evaluation return rate is almost 3 times higher when we send it to you electronically after the event. So either tomorrow or Thursday. Do we know, Ashley? Okay. Look for it tomorrow or Thursday. It'll be an electronic evaluation, and please, we ask that you help us evaluate what we've done here. Also, you probably have noticed the dudes in the back with the camera and the, okay. Everything that we have done here in the main sessions is being captured on video. So there's no need for you to wear out your phone battery or other mechanism. And you will have access to everything from this conference as well as the Summer Institute, last February's presentations, some webinars that Jerry Merwin has participated in, some other webinars on the iTunes site at USG. And the web address for that is here, itunes.usg.edu. And the Adult Learning Consortium actually has its own site on the iTunes U site. And that was one of those roundtable sessions yesterday. So get it while it's hot. For those of you, again, who are new, you have 2 things. You have a binder, and the presentation today is primarily behind tab number 4. Tab number 4 today. You also, in your lime green bag, have a package of supplemental materials, and many of the supplemental materials, you know that sound, include American Council on Education documents, not necessarily being spoken to directly today, but in your packet. Because we are, these are some of the logistics. Because we're federally funded, in order to represent to the auditors what we've done, we need a sign-in sheet. There are sign-in sheets on clipboards at the registration desk. We missed about 15 people yesterday. We're going to hope to capture everyone's signature today so we justify how many lunches we fed. Okay? Sign in. Those of you who are in the hotel, if you have not already checked out, checkout is noon. What time's checkout? Noon. That's it. Those of you who drove in, you need just a drive-in only. Okay? You get a parking pass from Cheryl at the registration desk. You keep your parking ticket, but you get another little piece of paper. Okay? At the end, how many of you want to be reimbursed for this trip? Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, well, oh, you don't care? Well, whatever, okay. Well, in your front packet, in the front pocket of your binder, is a light gray sheet that tells you how to complete your travel expense form, and then clipped together with a, that's called a gem clip here, isn't it? Anyway, with a paper clip is your travel reimbursement form. Important, must sign. Important, must indicate the time you left and the time you arrived. Okay? So make sure you work with a partner and get your great checklist so that it doesn't bounce back. Some of you here remember when it took 8 weeks or longer to get travel reimbursement, and that is not the case now if we do it right. So we can get your money back. Also, oh, you may turn it in. There'll be a box to Cheryl, and Cheryl will check to make sure you've signed things, so that will speed the process as well. And then lastly, they're collecting our name badges again. I don't know, do you clean them and reuse them? I don't know what that is, but anyway, they're going to collect our name badges. Thinking back to yesterday, we began the conference with probably the most disconcerting, provocative, what polite words? Engaging, thank you, Trish. Engaging presentation that we could have because of the SACS-COC issues. Mary Beth Lakin, who's our presenter this morning, shared with me a letter dated February 27th, that was yesterday, from the president of the American Council on Education, addressed to Dear Representative, went to our congressional representatives at the federal level. 2 issues are raised in this letter that the ACE and the signatories, and by the way, SACS is a signator, raised include the question of the federal credit hour definition and the state authorization regulation. So some of the concerns we voiced yesterday in defense of Michael Johnson, he really tried to stay his course, but these concerns are being raised at the federal level in support of House HR 2117, so that vote apparently is today. Additionally, after the meeting, Dr. Johnson approached us and said, we need to have representatives from the university system sit with SACS-COC officers to draft language to change the December regulations. So he heard us, and we're very appreciative that he did hear us and will make those changes. Okay? So not only did it get your blood pressure up, but the good news is it must have reached a boiling point because he heard us and we're going to do something about it, and from a system level.